not getting pressure to go to like a, get involved in some ride or what. Like I know the older was joking about it, saying I'll get you a bike, like get you a mask and do whatever. You know what I mean? And I was just like, nah, man, I ain't doing that. Like, do you know what I mean? I ain't going out there to kill nobody. Like, I'm not this villain. Like, I'm not this murdering guy. Like, I'm not about this anymore. Even though when I was younger, I used to carry blades on me, but not because I would stab someone. It's like I'd carry it because of like protection. Because let's be honest, back then there was a lot of stabbings going on. Back in 2016, 2015 days, 2017 days, there was a lot of stabbings going on. Do you know what I mean? So back then, the beef with Tottenham, Wood Green and Everton was crazy. There'll be certain kids that'll be in their yards even before, let's say, 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock. I'll still be out at those times. I'll be out like around from 7 till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
And like, for the listeners and viewers, like when you're out and about with the crew on the blocks, what are you lot doing?
Nothing. You just chill there. They smoke. I don't know why I was there because I don't smoke nothing. You know what I mean? So they just smoke, talk, play fight with each other. That's all they do. But the only problem is that if you don't do a certain thing for them, they start to act a bit weird with you. It's as simple as that, really. I've kind of seen it. Do you know what I mean? Where one of the youngsters didn't want to do nothing for them, and they kind of got punched up in front of me. It was just a thing where I was just like what the fuck? Like, do you know what I mean? That's just what it was. Like, not a lot of people know. Not even my friends to this day even know what happened to me when I was younger. That's just what it is. They don't know about me. Not even my family knows, because I haven't told them nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't feel like they need to know. I know for a fact if I was to tell my auntie and uncle this right now, they'll be like, what the hell? Like, do you know what I mean? Why didn't you say anything when you're little? What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? I'm not always going to tell people my problems. Like, it's life. You just got to hold them in. You know what I mean? It's hard when you're chilling on the block with these guys, man. They got nothing, man. All they do is rap in their lyrics and talk rubbish. That's all they do. You know what I mean? Like, most of them are about it. Some of them are not. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. Like, who wants to be a part of that, man? You know what I mean? That's worthlessness. That is worse. The only way out of it is either you're dead or you're in jail, really.
And how did you manage to avoid and step away from that lifestyle?
Yeah, I just spoke to one of my elders that knew them well, and I just said to him, look, just get me out of this. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want nothing to do with it no more. Do you know what I mean? Because even getting arrested for that one thing that got me released from Portsmouth made me realise, imagine not even sitting in a cell for 24 hours meant anything. But imagine sitting in there for 2 years, or let's say if you commit a murder crime for 20 plus years, it's not really worth it, man. It really isn't. That's what I'm going to say.
100%, of course not. And it's one of those things that you managed to turn your life around because you've got away from the knife crime, gang crime, and obviously there's a lot of things that you're not going to expose and talk about because we're going to be broadcasting this out there, but because you'll be putting yourself in into positions with police or whatever, so we're not going to go into too much more details along those subjects, but
that's right, because I ain't got a criminal record, so
no face, no case, right?
Yeah, I ain't got no record. I got nothing to hide. Like, do you know what I mean? I was young. I was a 16-year-old kid. I was, not even that, but I was a little 15-year-old kid that knew nothing. That's just what it was. I was just a kid. That's just what it was. I was just a kid, and now I'm 21. I'm a man. You know what I mean? I want to say I'm an old man, but I'm a young man. So I know that's just a waste of time for me. You know what I mean? It's a waste of time. There's. I like to say this to the youth if I could tell them and say, you lot are so young, you lot got whole lives ahead of you. You don't want to be sitting in prison for a postcode that you don't even own. Let's be real.
100%. 100%. The postcode wars and all these stabbings and all that.
Yeah, it's pointless. You just beef guys randomly for no reason. That's just the reality. You beef guys for no reason because you feel like they're from a certain area. Really? What about them guys? What about so many people that have died in that? What about some of these kids that have lost their lives? What about how do you think their parents are grieving right now? They must be grieving right now, boy.
sisters,
yeah,
brothers,
sisters, brothers,
aunts, uncles, whatever. So
yeah,
family you're leaving behind.
yeah, exactly. So they need to think about that too. They need to think about that because there's only one way out of this life, innit? It's either you in jail or you're dead. It's just one of the two. You could change your life around. Doesn't mean anything. If you change your life around and you get caught slipping, that's just simple as that. You know, I know so many people that change their life around and now they're gone. It's as simple as that. One day, it just takes one day to get caught in the lack. I'm done. I'm done. Doesn't matter whether you change your life around or not, if you're still part of that